Hello everybody, welcome to the finals of the Spring by Daylight, Dead by Daylight tournament. This will be the last video of this particular tournament for reasons of it being the final, of course. There'll be a new tournament announced tomorrow in a separate video. Keep your eyes out for that. It's the Depip squad versus On Fire. Very simple game. Let's see how it goes. On Fire versus the Depip squad finals game. Finally, one of my finals games is a pretty hyped match. On Fire playing as the nurse on Thompson House on Coldwind Farm. See how they play. Ruin taking effect. Lots of pallets on the side of the map that Marth's on right now. It's best to save these generators typically for last, as you'll loot the killer in this area more than you will anywhere else, unless you're going to attempt the corn. But the corn comes with a problem. There's never a pallet in corn, so you just rely that the killer can't see through it, which in some cases that's true, especially possibly with the nurse. Going upstairs. Nurse blinked too far in and out Spud Bar, taking the save. Uh-oh. Oh, Dwight taking the hit. First hit of the day, no generators completed. They are about halfway on one. Nurse, blink, come on, cure me. Senior down. Now, he's not the obsession, so the decisive strike is there. He's not running enduring. That's kind of dangerous against the Depip squad, because you know that they're all running decisive strike. They're all running sprint burst, so you know what they're all doing. Now, this could be it for Senior. First generator not completed. Two generators up here. They might be able to do the defense properly. Never know. Marth hiding. Getting some damage on the two generators they've been working on. They're just having to really defend this. Marth hiding at the pallet. Marth gonna go back, touch that generator. Nurse verifying his kill, coming back. Probably going to check upstairs. You can see that trail go up. Might return. Marth still working on the generator. 50% done. Getting up there. The save occurred. Uh-oh. A little bit of time wasted there. Oh, going for that Claudette. Not far enough on that blink, unfortunately. I do hate me some glitches in my vision. It's very important that, you know, they get someone quickly. Pressure is on. This is the finals game. Right next to Claudette. Lands a successful attack now. He's got to make sure that he takes Claudette down. Oh, there's the Hex Ruin. He's got to take Claudette down around a hook. There is a Billy who takes a hit, but he is the obsession. This could be very bad. Ooh, Billy takes down. Now Billy's going to be able to utilize his decisive strike here. See if he gets it. There it is. Decisive strike. Billy's going to have to make a run for it. But with all these pallets, can the nurse play around it? No, nurse lets that go. Two decisive strike. No, one decisive strike down. Nurse didn't let the other decisive strike happen. Going after the Claudette fully healed could be a possible waste of time. Ooh, that sprint burst though saved it up. It makes you pretty much safe to any of the nurse's blinks. As long as you don't run into her. Oh, that's the third generator completed. Nobody down yet. Oh no. Nurse checking the hill. Nia, right on the hill. You can kind of see Nia's arm right there. Marth making a run to that pallet. Ooh, good play. Tricked Marth into dropping that pallet early. No nonsense here. Ooh, Marth. Using the vacuum to get on the other side. Has to run into the house to keep himself safe. Might run up the stairs. No, runs out to the other end. Oh, but didn't know where the Nia went. Nia didn't turn left. If you paid attention to the way that the house cut out, you could see which direction Nia went. Right down to the side, gets the hit, tricks Marth. Using that vision from above, was able to get Marth. Now one generator remaining, and that's it. The doors are open. Depip squad going to Depip this killer. Both doors kind of on the side where Marth's at. No one ever runs, remember me. It might help you here. I don't know why. It's just nobody runs it. Makes me sad. You definitely found the obsession. You hit him once at least. Marth is gonna die. They will let Marth die. He knows they're going for that wall, but unfortunately, that 10,000 points for the survivors a bit much. Oh, running that decisive strike. Beifu really risking it. Oh, Bill taking a hit. Oh, that 360. Bill does have a flashlight, could blind the killer right now, but does not want to. Uh-oh, this is a dangerous play. Oh, Dwight kind of sandbagging the killer right there. Ah, that sprint burst, like I said, makes you safe from almost every single one of the nurse's attacks. No one running borrowed time from what I see, so it's going to be an interesting play if they go with it. She makes the hook here. This is very dangerous. They probably got both doors open at this point. And Dwight making the play outwards. No, that door's open. Don't go for the bait. Get the extra points on the Dwight. Dwight hurt. Dwight's just going to run out. Dwight just wasting the killer's time. They're going to go for the save. Bill making a run for his life. They're body blocking Bill right now. Nurse's fatigue might not be enough. And the Depip squad, again, successfully Depipping another killer. Maybe Marth's nurse will do worse. Who knows? I doubt it. We will see how this plays out. And that's that. Unfortunately for them, they were doing great all tournament, but this game sealed their fate. We have On Fire versus the Depip squad final match. Now, On Fire has to beat Marth's nurse by everyone escaping with all 5 generators done. Everybody must get out. Working on those generators diligently. Just pumping out those great skill checks. Hiding from the nurse. Not a fantastic idea. Claudette gets caught out. Jumps into the locker. Claudette sacrificing herself. All ready for the greater good. Deadheart gets away from the first swing. Not using that sprint burst. Deadheart, a good decision against a nurse, but only works once in a while. Ooh, that extra lunge did not make it. Trying to run for that pallet. Going to attempt to loot the nurse. Maybe going to the corner. No! Didn't. Should have just run straight to the pallet. Took a little bit of a detour. Unfortunately, not the obsession. Right next to a hook. They got one generator. One person down. They have got to pump generators out, and they have to get as many points as they can. More than they did in the last game. It's going to be a rough life. Here we go. Fang Min caught in the corn. Not sure who he's going for. Marth just watching the survivor on the hook. Using the hill to his advantage. Going to make sure that Pornflakes dies. If one person dies, it's practically over. 4 generators left. Cleansing those tones for just a few additional points. Trying to go for that save into the upper house. Back down. Crazy dog. Trying to go into the save. But gonna have to catch Marth on second blink. Did fairly well for himself getting away in the corn. Being able to see from here, we could see that she's struggling. Tried to go for the 4%, but not in time. Marth catches survivor crouching in the corn. Crazy dog got hit. Someone's gonna have to go for that save before she dies. Oh no. Marth lost in the corn. Not sure who's even going for the save. If anyone is going for the save. Nobody. On Fire soft. Trying to catch her. Trying to use that momentum. Does Marth see anyone coming in? Doubtful. He goes into the upper house and then back down to trick them out. Save just made, and he's fatigued. Let's see if he can catch up. He's following those scratch marks. Someone's head popped out right to the right. Didn't see who it was. Got a bit distracted there. You see the scratch marks kind of all over the place. Not sure which direction they really went. There he goes. Injured. Claudette caught out on the side. Mark taking the fatigue. Knows that he has Deadheart. Oh no, trying to keep up with her. Only one generator still done. Claudette hanging on for dear life. Ooh, good bait by the Meg. Can he catch the Claudette though? Claudette running around the tractor. I accidentally double clicked. Claudette still just giving up hell of a chase there. Doing what she can, and the down. Unfortunate. They're gonna have to body block. Cornflakes does have decisive strike. Can play that out slightly. Just has to get to 35%. Will Cornflakes hit it? Here it is. Moment of truth! Cornflakes buying enough time for his team. Still in the game. Uh-oh. This could be it. This is the run. He got away from Marth. No way. Cornflakes hanging in there. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. He could just survive. That's where it's at. Marth trying to catch back up, back into the house. Gonna have to play a mind game with this survivor. Oh, no. Oh! Cornflakes used his dead hard. Didn't have to, but out of fear, used it. Uh-oh. Cornflakes getting caught. Did a 360. The correction. The down. Decisive strike no longer working here. Team is gonna have to find another way to make more points. Losing a whole person denies them 10,000 points on their own. And if Cornflakes didn't do anything all game, he himself didn't get any points. It does not look good for our allies. Self-carrying is a very dangerous act as it does take longer. Oh no. Seems like the Nia took the hit now. Hangman's gonna have to finish 2 more generators. They are doing really good on keeping Marth at bay. Cornflakes did what he could, baited him out for as long as he could, but the plays did not work in his favor. Dead hard once again. Playing favors here. Here comes the blink. And the hit. Should have gone through the pallet. Not a decisive strike user, but an unbreakable user for sure. Going to that basement. You'll never get out of there once you're in. Marth has no reason to let a second person out. 10,000 points to the killer. They will have to do some serious altruism. They both could potentially get the generators done in time. Feng Min going to get caught here. She sprinted out. Feng Min is gonna have to run. Let her ally know that the nurse is not on her. Taking the first hit. Meg all the way across the map. Going to have to act quickly. Down. He's not unbreakable. This is gonna be rough. All right, that is the decisive strike from GVB7. And down once again. Unfortunate. Going for the save. Mark trying to get over there to cut them off. The dead hard out the door. Mark's gonna be able to follow this up. Oh, Mark got caught on the door. He's just gonna have to run out or go upstairs. Oh, right back into the nurse. Unfortunate. Getting her ally back up. The altruism points here is real. The unbreakable is also real. Can she make it? Nurse patrolling without blinks to keep control of the situation. Nia taking a very bad time to get back up. Counted out that unbreakable. My camera's gonna be a little dark for a little bit there. Back to the basement you go. Your unbreakable's gone. You have no decisive strike. Dead hard didn't work all that well. It's unfortunate. Marth's securing the kill, just looking around, making sure nobody goes for it. This win is his. It's there. He doesn't even have to really kill them anymore at this point. He might have this win down. Oh, Megan. Baited her out. Goes back. Pretends like he's going for the safe. Checks the other door. Just keeping them off while defending his hook. They're sneaking up there. Goes for Meg. Meg misses. Meg keeps running forward. Has the shack to juke around. Going back to stop a potential save. Gets the save. They're going to have to run out of there as soon as possible. Or he chooses to go for his next victim. Door's almost open. They have time to heal Crazy Dog and potentially get a different door open. Gets the hit. Got caught on walls and corners. That's the worst situation. Short blinks. Secure that hit. Done. Soft might still have Decisive Strike. If Marth can't find a hook within 35% of his wiggle meter, that could be the sound. Oh, that's going to be a quick one. He knows they're around. Nia, staying around. Got a door open. Let's see what plays there are to be had. Hex Ruin's still up, and during his going, not sure what choice the survivors have at this point. They do have to make some points, so. Uh-oh, he saw the scratch marks on the wall. Double blinks, get the hit on Fang Min. Not sure what he's gonna do here. They're gonna lose another ally. And down. GVB7 goes. Unbreakable is a play that they can make here. Soft has to just hang in there. They're just using the corn to figure out if anyone's going for the soft kill or save. If this team can make that save, it'll be very important. Going to recover under a pallet. Nia gonna have to sneak over there. Nia likely going to just make a break out. Not exactly sure here. Does Nurse see the Nia running in the distance? Seems so. Fang Min making a proper play as Nia gets up. Running out into the corn. Safest motion they can make. You could still probably get this person out. He thinks they're going for the door. Sees a few scratch marks to his right. He's gonna have to blink forward and figure out which direction they ran into. He's got the scratch marks, following them as close as he can to the open door. He's got about one more blink in order to make this kill happen. He's gonna cut him off, do a correction. Oh, but the correction not enough. They called the correction and ran a different direction. And here comes the short blinks. Is it dead hard? No. Marth might not have enough time. No, the fatigue took too long. You won't really be able to knock them out with the defense. They were able to protect their ally. It's up to this one survivor to get as many points as possible. Or you know, just make a lot of noise. Let's see what Crazy Dog's up to. What is Crazy Dog up to? Survivor going to have to make a play soon. Don't want them to be disqualified for this. Not able to make that save. Going to take the exit. Fastest way out. And that will wrap up our game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, final game is done. Let us determine our winner. Thank you everybody for watching. It was a pleasure making these videos and doing the tournament for all of you. I took a bit of the criticism that everyone's kind of sick of watching the nurse, but also I think people just have to understand in a game of a tournament, it's about playing the best that you can, and sometimes that includes playing the top tier characters that are available. And in Dead by Daylight, the balance is so bad, there's only 2 characters worth playing, and that's Nurse and Hillbilly. Even if you were to give some other killers some perks, Nurse and Hillbilly still kind of reign supreme. Nurse, indeed, without add-ons, is probably the best without having any kind of alteration to her blinks. I mean, if you gave her add-ons with a 3rd blink, she could be even more lethal. But the point is, Nurse is the best thing to be, and in a tournament, to say that she can't be played is like, well, everyone's going to go to the next best. And then you're going to get all Hillbillies. Ban Hillbilly and Nurse. Well, then you're going to get all Huntresses or Myers. Ban both them. And then, yeah, you'll get some combination of random killers, because at that point all the killers that matter are out, and that sucks. I don't like the feeling of that. But with that being said, the new tournament coming out for Curse of Fates will have rules that alter what killers, survivors, perks, everything gets played. There will be so much randomness to that tournament. It will be all skill to make do with what you can, and I'd be happy to host that tournament and to spice things up. I'm looking to make a little bit more of a quality production as far as the music, because Dead by Daylight's got some music problems with Spectator where it does and does not play music. We tried to add it, it didn't work out, and I'm still working on it. Console tournaments are not going to come unless we hit the incentives for them. So I'm pushing as hard as I can to get the incentives met. But if we don't hit them, unfortunately, I will cancel the idea of console tournaments, as there is no support for them. But if there is support, I'm all for it. I'll host as many tournaments as well as tournaments for Curse of Fates on console too. And then we'll do like a whole bunch of things for console, but the idea is there has to be support for it first for me to dive into it to get what needs to be done. And with that being said, I'm happy that I could do this, and I want to congratulate Marth for being a 3-time winner of my tournaments. In my books, he's probably the best there is, being that nobody can stand against him, and everybody had an open opportunity to challenge everybody else. Marth88 and the Depip squad and everyone on that team is the best survivor team and the best killer team there is to be had. No one has put them down, not once. And with that, I give them my full-hearted congratulations. For everyone else who ditched out on the tournament because you were afraid to lose, just know that don't let fear consume you. It's a tournament. Test yourself. The point of a tournament is to see who's the best. And if you're afraid of somebody, then test it. See if you can beat what you fear. Then you might be the best. Who knows? It'd be a fantastic thing. I want to thank you all for supporting the tournaments. I want to thank you all for everything. We gave out the prints for the tournaments. We will give out more prints for tournaments coming up, and maybe have additional prizes for everybody as we go along, and those will be out in other videos coming up. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you want to support the console tournaments. Link in the description down below to the incentives, and it's pretty much done through Twitch, so check out my Twitch. Thank you all for watching, and as always, good game.